Whispers in the Woods. This story is about Vivian Holloway. Vivian Holloway, a wealthy widow residing in a sprawling estate. She enjoys the finer things in life, indulging in elegant gatherings and maintaining her opulent estate. Ella Holloway, a 5-year-old, enjoys watching butterflies in the garden and listening to her mother read stories. Liam enjoys casual activities like spending time in his family's garden. He is often reflecting on his family's situation and his own place within it. His free time is often filled with quiet introspection and concern for his loved ones. Vivian carries a dark past connected to a desperate pact. Haunted by guilt and greed, she finds solace in quiet moments, often lost in thought, reflecting on her past. Her interests lie in preserving appearances. Liam, unsure of what is going on, is fiercely protective of his family, driven by love and a desire to uncover the truth. With Vivian's quest for power and fame, she's tormented and struggles with guilt about her dark past. Her desperation leads her to make a fateful bargain. Liam, on the other hand, is observant and thoughtful. One afternoon, Liam was in the family's library and tries to get a book to read. Something unusual caught his eyes. Liam noticed some strange things in one of the books. He saw a picture of his mother, himself and his sister, Ella. Soon, Ella's illness became worse. Her innocent world is disrupted by the family's hidden turmoil and her failing health. Liam reaches a hand to try and comfort Ella. He knew she would not make it, for Ella grew weak by the minute. Although Liam felt saddened by Ella's strange illness, he knew he needed to be strong and be by her side always. June, 7 p.m. Vivian watches over a frail Ella as Liam observes from the doorway, sad. Ella soon passed on, but Vivian refused to leave Ella's bedside. Ella could see her mother there, but Vivian could not see her. Ella knew the evil that Vivian had done. Days went by, weeks. Still Vivian would not clear Ella's medication away into the trash. Vivian made everyone around feel she felt the pain the most. But they never knew what was going on behind that face Vivian put on. Liam could not help himself, but instead kept going into Ella's room as though she was still with them. It was very hard for him to come to terms that Ella was gone. Vivian was happy that no one suspected her for what happened to Ella. Soon, Vivian reminisced about Ella, the beautiful times she shared with her. One month later, Vivian knew she needed to do something in order to not lose her son Liam. For the vow she took on the day she became part of the occult she joined, she was made to understand that they will demand anything and everything, even if it means her whole children and her life. Ella did appear from time to see her mother and big brother, but no one saw her. She saw how sad Liam was and tried to comfort him. Ella knew what her mother did, that she did it out of desperation. Liam would sometimes go into Ella's room and look around. He also remembered when Ella was very little and he would tell her bedtime stories and play with her until she fell asleep. One night in October, eerie moonlight filtering through the trees. Liam, while trying to fall asleep, heard footsteps, door closed quietly and the light outside was turned off. Vivian is tormented as she struggles with guilt and a dark past. Her desperation leads her to make a bargain with a mysterious being in a foreboding, foggy and damp forest. A mysterious forest clearing with an ancient stone altar, surrounded by twisted trees and thick mist. Soon, she sees the Whisperer. But she did not know that someone tailed her into the forest. Soon, Vivian and the Whisperer meet and greet. The Whisperer then stands in front of the altar to conjure in preparation for what Vivian has requested. But this comes with another price. At first Vivian was hesitant. But Vivian knew there was no going back but to accept the price. The Whisperer and Vivian then went into a spiritual agreement to seal the deal. Now, Vivian was happy that she is now more powerful and wealthier than before. This time, she was unstoppable according to the Whisperer. The Whisperer then left her in the forest and disappeared. The time was now 11 p.m. Flashes of lightning alternating with darkness. Heavy rain and thunder. A dimly lit bedroom during a storm, with flashes of lightning illuminating the room. Suddenly, a weird horrific hand appeared on the window outside. Soon, Liam woke up and saw it. It was as though someone had woke him up. In the blink of an eye, the hand disappeared and his mother standing in front of him. Soon, Vivian sits on Liam's bed to speak with him. As she speaks, suddenly, Liam faces his mother's dark past during a storm as emotions and tensions peak. Flickering light from the storm outside casting ominous shadows. The same dimly lit bedroom, now chaotic with shattered glass and debris. It was strange how all the shatters happened even though the windows closed. Liam, devastated about what he now knows, is sad, and lost hope in the one that he thought would never hurt them as he looks at the wristband his mother gave him on his 15th birthday. Vivian in her bedroom, now knowing that Liam has discovered the secret of her wealth and power, succumbs to guilt amidst a storm. For her to keep the secret a secret is for her to kill her son. Within her thoughts, Vivian wasn't going to do that. Suddenly, Vivian starts to choke. She had already made her decision and that was seen in the spiritual realm, and the Whisperer came for her life immediately. Liam witnesses her tragic collapse and tried to help his mom. But it was already too late. For according to the Whisperer, no one is supposed to know the secret. Based on one of the rules of the occult, she must kill her son, or else she will lose her life. Vivian chose the latter because she felt she had gone too far and never wanted it to get this far. Few months later, early morning, soft natural light breaking through the clouds. The garden of the estate, overgrown yet beautiful. Liam reflects in the garden, holding his mother's bracelet, amidst the quiet aftermath of their family's tragedy. He appeared very sad. Liam ponders on everything and how it all ended like this. He wished he had noticed it earlier and put a stop to it. But how? He asked himself. He tried not to beat himself hard but to move on in life and not follow the path that his mother lived. He also decided to move out of the house and look for his estranged relative, since that is the only relative his parents ever talked about. A relative that the mother never wanted to have anything to do it, since they never wanted his family to marry her because she was from another tribe different from his. Liam's mother never disliked this relative, but she stayed away because of Thea's rejection of her. But wait, how am I sure that this relative will like or accept me since I was born by my mother? Liam pondered.